Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Mariana. Today we are choosing my February TBR. I have read a lot of books in January and it was such a fantastic month for me when it comes to reading, despite the fact that I've tried over 20 books and read less than that. Well, there's still some days left, so I will see how many I manage to finish. I am currently reading 5 other books, so if I don't finish them by the end of January, I will just transfer them into February. However, that's not why we're here today. We're here to pick my February TBR. I have, like always, a list of all the projects that I want to tackle in February. So I suppose we should start with the first one. I have only one book left on my low priority TBR, and that is Fortuna Sworn. I don't plan on reading it in January because I am keeping these days free to read whatever I want, because I did so much in January. I tackled so many projects, I filmed so many videos that I am so excited to just let loose and take a break from reading for videos and just read for myself. So Fortuna Sworn is gonna be on my low priority TBR. It is the last book that I have left of last year's low priority, and then we get to tackle this year's low priority, which video will be coming soon. I will be filming it when I can, when I decide to restart. Now, one thing I did differently this month is how I tackled my Read or Unhaul and my Wishful TBR. Now, Read or Unhaul is basically these books will self-destruct in 12 months. I have to read them or I have to unhaul them. Usually I would pick one book per month and I would finish it or unhaul it. And if I didn't, I would just let it go and that's it. However, this month, what I actually did is if I didn't finish a book, I would have to pick up another book and another and another until I actually finished one. Luckily, it took me 2 tries. I DNF'd the first one, DNF'd the second one, and then the third one was a hit. So in my video, I only picked 6 books that I had to read, and I've already gone through 3 of them. We still have 3 books left, and the one book that I'm choosing for this month is Darkly by Marisha Pessl. I've tried giving this book a chance. I put it on multiple TBRs. I've never actually picked it up and read it. I just put it on my TBRs and kept putting it off. So this year, well, this month, February is the time for me to pick this up and finish. I am determined I will succeed, and if not, well, I can't give it to my sister because my sister already has it because I bought it for her as well. But I am excited, and I think I'm actually in the mood for this one this time around. So Darkly it is for my to read or unhaul. For my Wishful TBR, I'm not gonna spoil. I tried one book, did not finish it, tried another, then the second book was a success. So we have 4 books to go. I don't know which one to choose from this round. I think I'm just gonna go for Shroud, which is a sci-fi. I have not read sci-fi in so long, so I think that's just gonna be my pick of choice. So for books I'm not sure about, I will be reading Nevernight. It is the only book I have left because I read or went through so many of them for that video, and I read some books that I even didn't expect. So one thing's for sure, I am certainly intimidated by Nevernight. Now, I have some other projects that I want to tackle and read. I don't think that I will be choosing books specific to those projects. However, I am just going to pick out books from my shelf that I do want to read in February, just as mood reads, and then we will see how we go from there. Now, I have a stack of books here, 4 books, but I think, you know what, I'm just gonna put all of these on the list, and if I manage to get to them, fine. If not, that's okay. These are my wishfuls, my hopefuls, books that I don't necessarily need to read, but it would be nice to tackle them. We have The Beauty of Darkness, which falls pretty much in the same category as Darkly. I've had it multiple times on my TBR in 2025. All the books that I did not read in 2025 that I ended up pushing or rolling over to the next month and next month and next month, I had on my shelf, and I was planning on reading them in December, but I was just not feeling it. I was not in a reading mood at all in December, or like the end of 2025 was a bit meh. Like the second part was hard for my reading, so I want to get back into it. I read Dance of Thieves in December, so I want to finish this book so that I can finally have the series finished. So this is one that it's my hopeful. I really want to read it this month. The Selection, if I manage, honestly this is not high priority, but it would be nice to reread because I want to see if I can bring it with me to my next country or not. But I'm not doing it for a video yet unless a video idea pops up in my head. I would like to read The Promise of Fire. That would be a hopeful as well. I want to reread this because then I want to continue the series. Speaking of that, I also want to reread Ice Like Fire. I think it's Ice Like Fire, which is the second book in the Snow Like Ashes series. I really want to read that one because that's where I left off the last time. I want to finish that series. I read Snow Like Ashes in January, and I'm not going to give you spoilers because the wrap-up is probably going to be on the way. Otherwise, just check my Goodreads down below. Then I would also like to read Tower of Dawn, which I try to read one book of this series a year because I wanted to catch up to this. Last year, I finally made progress, and I read the book, which was before this one, Empire Storms. Yeah, I read Empire Storms, where it was the book that I got caught up on every single time because it was so slow. So now I want to read Tower of Dawn. Like, I'm actually excited. I could have read them in tandem, which I kind of wish I would, but I'm just gonna read this. It's fine. I want to. This is one of my hopefuls as well. And that's it. Now, let's choose 2 prompts that I want to tackle this month. Actually, I think I need to correct myself. I think from last year's Low Priority TBR, I think I have at least one more episode to film before we continue to this year's Low Priority TBR. But yeah, I am excited. Now, we only have 1 book left from this episode, so that's why Fortuna Sworn is on the list. Now, I have the prompts. Are you excited? I know I am. We are gonna choose 2 prompts, and we are going to try to pick a book that fits them. We have 1 and 2. The first one is historical, fiction or non-fiction. And we have start a series. Now, the selection could technically be start a series, but I don't think it counts when I've actually already read the series. So I think we need to start a brand new one. Historical. I don't think I own a historical book. I could read Bridgerton book 2. Well, The Viscount Who Loved Me, I think it is. Or I could read the second book, to Love and to Loathe, the second book in the Regency Vows series. So it will be either one of those. Now, for start a series. See, I have to be strategic here because I want to get through my bookshelf. So I want to read books that have been on my bookshelf a little longer. I could read Crescent City. I've been avoiding that one, but I already have a Sarah J. Maas book on for this month. I think I'm gonna finish Throne of Glass first before I read Crescent City, to be honest, because I cannot read multiple multiple Sarah J. Maas books. I will be broken down. It's like Taylor Jenkins Reid. I need a break from the author every once in a while. Oh, I have a good one. The Queen of the Tearling. I've not read this series. I've actually DNF'd this series in probably 2020 because I saw the font, I saw that it was massive, and also I wasn't that into the story or fantasy at the time. This is YA though, so it might take me a bit to warm up to it. I might DNF it again, but at least I will know if I'm gonna bring it with me to a new country or not. So, because I have all 3 books here, I brought them back from Slovenia because my sister and I, we share bookshelves, kinda. Well, I buy books, and then when I don't want to read mine, I give them to her. So it's not actually unhauling. I can get them back at any point I want, but I call it unhauling because they're no longer in my collection, they are in hers. And my sister is kind of like a hoarder when it comes to books. Well, not hoarder. She is not a picky reader like me, and she's not an unhauler like me. So I'm just giving her everything, and she's happy. So I think we're both happy. If I ever want to go back to reread, I can always contact her and she will give me the books. So in the end, it's not really the end. I don't know why I'm talking about unhauling this book as if I am going to, because I still have to read it. But yeah, I think subconsciously I'm not sure because I wasn't sure the last time, but I know I've changed as a reader a lot. So I think this time I am so much more prepared than last time. And this will be my pick for Start a Series. And there you have it. My TBR is quite big. To recap, we have Fortuna Sworn for low priority, Darkly for Reader Unhaul, Shroud for Wishful TBR, Nevernight for Not Sure. For historical, we either have To Love and to Loathe or The Viscount Who Loved Me. I think that's the book I'm on right now. And then my hopefuls, Beauty of Darkness, The Selection, Tower of Dawn, and A Promise of Fire. But if at any point I feel like I am too stressed out, I will not read the hopefuls. I will just ditch all of them and mood read. I would probably restart another project, which is Romantasy episode 3. I think that's what I would do if I am a bit too stressed out. But I have 2 other projects that I kind of want to tackle. Also, I do want to read Ice Like Fire, which is the 2nd book of Snow Like Ashes. And I'm sure I'm forgetting one other book. Doesn't matter. That's my TBR. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Wish me luck.